Falcons, rise up.
Yeah, you ain't bullshitting already. What's
Falcons.
going on, y'all? Come on in, man. Come on in. Come on
Football
in, man. We just got some breaking news. Breaking news, man. We just got what's good, man. What's good?
break the glass. Break the glass for sure because definitely breaking news. It's so breaking because we had to change up the show and everything that we was going to talk about because this is to the front of the line and the news just dropped. Of course, hold on. Yeah, we're going ahead and pull it up here. News just dropped today, right here from Mike Ruffalo. Atlanta's James Pearce Jr. suspended for the first 8 games of the 2026 regular season. James Pearce Jr. of the Atlanta Falcons is suspended from the club's first 8 games of the season without pay for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Pearce is eligible to participate in all preseason activities, including games. The suspension will take effect and begin on August 30th, and he will be eligible for reinstatement on Monday, November 2nd. And that will be what game, Smitty?
The Cincinnati Bengals game overseas in Madrid.
Yep, yep, yep,
But
yep.
y'all got to understand too. He's going to be eligible for reinstatement, but he may have to wait another week or two before he's
That,
reinstated.
that's the thing.
Yeah, so I mean, boy.
Eligible for reinstatement on the second. We got to hope that that file gets in and then they go ahead and reinstate him before he's eligible to come in. You know what I'm saying? We got to fly over there to Madrid, which it's not a guarantee that he'd even be playing in that game too, just because we have to do the flights and just because of what you just said, Smitty. There's a possibility that it may be the following week where he actually comes back. So it'll be like you will get him back on the back half of the season.
Yeah, and that'll be just a fourth, a quarter of his time in rehabilitation, and getting himself together with his conduct, so anger management and all of that. So we got a long way to go, man. But 8 games, I hate to say it,
Yeah,
but
man. DV.
I tried to tell y'all, but y'all
DV.
jumping down my throat. He might not get in there. They're taking too long. Shit me.
We knew he was going to get suspended. We just hoped that it would be because of everything moving swiftly. I know I was hoping that maybe it would be somewhere between 4 to 6 games. But
Agreed.
when Josh Kendall came down and said it was a possibility of 8, it didn't surprise us. And we came on here and talked to y'all about it. And because
Right.
it didn't, it just in the first beginning when all this happened, I remember we talked about a possibility of 8 games, 10 games, possibly even a whole season. So the fact that it's a half a season, I'm not really surprised. It hurts because you're down Jalen Walker and you're down, of course, as you know, so now James Pierce Jr., who he's eligible to play. He can play tonight. Like he can play tonight if if the Falcons choose to. Again, it doesn't start until the end of the month, which is the 30th. But also that is the same as the deadline to reduce teams down to 53-man limit for the regular season as well. So they did it right there on that particular day. It's tough, man. It's tough. The
Yep.
Falcons, of course, traded back in the first round to get this guy, the 26 overall pick. And again, like I said, missing him and Jalen Walker, that's tough.
But I'm gonna
But
ask you this,
go
and I
ahead.
ask the chat this. They can chime in if they want to. Does it really make sense to play him in the preseason?
I don't think so. To be honest, it's like, oh well, I mean, chat. But yeah, chat. Please chime in, man. Does that make sense to play James Pierce Jr. in the preseason, regardless of when it starts? I mean, yeah, if you want him around the team and team activities just to keep him around the brothers, then I understand that. But actually playing the game, does that make sense at this point when he's going to be out the
I
next
don't.
anyway?
I don't think so. But I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe they're trying to get him the rep to keep him a little bit fresh. And I get that part, but you're risking injury, and you see how injuries have been fluctuating throughout the NFL. So I would not take that chance. But I agree with Jenny. She said, "I hope they have a plan for him to use this downtime constructively, and that's all you can pray for." And we talked about suspension when it first happened. To take those 12 months and reflect on what happened. Get yourself together, talk to somebody, get into some counseling. And we talked about that, on a video I did yesterday, about another subject about getting into counseling. I think it was Mike Penix. I think Miss Dre put it out there, but um,
You got a super,
they,
you got jewels. What is this jewel? What is these jewel stuff, man? Is this TikTok?
I have no idea, bro. Trust me, I don't. But
Appreciate
thank
that.
you. Hey, Top, ever appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
All right, so here we go. Here we go, Smitty. Here we go. Shout out to the chat too. Our bad about not acknowledging y'all in the beginning, but this is breaking news. We know we're gonna get to y'all. Chat. Tevin says no. Bree says no. Ron says no. Huey, no. He's only going to play a drive, and what if he gets hurt and he's out for the
That's all I'm
season?
saying. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's all I've been saying.
Grim says not at all. Sit him. Real McCoy, no, don't play him. Then he gets hurt and we won't have him at all.
Yeah. So, but the thing about it, I don't think he gets to practice with the team or anything. He had to stay away from the facility until then. So if he works out, it's going to be outside the facility with a trainer. So I get that part.
Well,
but
just to answer Josh real quick, he can still practice with the team right now, but
until that date.
Yeah, August 30th, he can no longer do that. DJ Q says, nope, I wouldn't chance getting them hurt. And there's more in here too. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for that fan interaction right there, man, that participation. But yeah, man, it don't make no sense though either. This man is suspended 8 games. Honestly, I think that was an excellent comment about having a plan for him. I think the Falcons should definitely have a plan for him, but also James should have a plan for himself too. Think about that. What's going on, Faithful? What's happening, family? How you feeling?
Y'all go check out ATLGA Faithful on YouTube, man. He's doing his thing. Please go check him out. Go ahead, Chris. Keep going.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I think he should also have a plan for himself, whether he's working with the team with that plan or not. I'm not sure. I think they should, but I'm not going to sit out here and assume. But regardless, he should have a plan for himself. He should know what's at stake. It's right there glaring in your face. You go ahead and get through this program, keep your nose clean, get back there on the field, do what grow up doing what you love. And if you don't, you know what the alternative is. And it's just like, I agree with the fans. I agree with everyone in the chat. Anyone who's here, not here, that thinks are the same, I agree. Do not play them. You might as well just go ahead and shut them down now. If you want to have them in the team activities, stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's cool. That's not a game, but there's no point in letting them suit up. I mean, he can be on the sideline, in his jersey and maybe some jeans or something like that if you want him to, but there's no point in running him out there on that field.
I got a task for y'all, man. When we get done with this video, or y'all can go to either one of our videos, you can hype all of our videos up to 3 videos a day. So please go hit those hype buttons and keep pushing our video through the YouTube universe. But Dan said he thought it would be 6 to 8 games anyway. Hopefully he stay clean once he returns. And I said 10 from the jump. But y'all call me crazy, but DV is not no joke. And y'all gotta be happy with what happened, man. I know y'all don't want the 8 games. He could have been suspended the entire year. And the NFL union probably got involved and said that since he's going through the program and he getting help for it, that kind of eased the blow just a little bit. Because what if he didn't play this season and threw a whole season away? So, I mean, to me, we kind of got off scot-free with it. I mean, y'all might not see it that way because of the 8 games, but could have been much worse. And he could have been fined as well. So, and you know how the lawyer fees and all that, and then he passing out money to her. His money probably funny. So who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rasheed Rice did get 6 games too. I think Josh had asked that question too in the chat. And for those who were just wondering what he get, he got 6 games. And his didn't come until the 27th of August. So they got to James before they got to Rasheed, but and he's not going to be suspended for the recent stuff that he just recently got into too. So I think he's going to be good and A-OK to go for there. But outside of that, that's just what's going on. That's what's going on. Well, he got 6 games. James Pearce has 8. And again, that DV, bro, is we talked about it, man. We talked about it. It's that's serious, and it could have been even worse. We talked about how James could possibly not even been here right now from looking at some of that footage, man. And so I'm
Yeah.
glad that everything is moving in the right direction. And honestly, it's tough that it's 8 games, but I'm really happy that this is all over with now. We can start moving forward. And hopefully, the Falcons, that's what, again, next man up is so important because now that you know how many games it is, you know how many games he's going to be out. And the Falcons knew about this a couple of days ahead of time. We know that. But still, now you can really push forward and really, worry about what you have in front of you, in the first 8 games, with the rest of your pass rush. And then you still know that, you have him waiting in the wings to come help bolster it from wherever it's going to be standing, hopefully in good standings, but wherever it is, when you get him back, that's going to be somebody you can just plug right in.
Agreed. Also, man, I got to read this comment right quick. Virgin Boy said y'all would defend him. If any of us did that, we would still be locked up. Delusional Falcon fans. Ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna defend nobody with no domestic violence. Anybody who does, they need to be kicked in the back of their ass until they kick to the bottom of their chin. Cause let's keep it real. We all taught when we are early age, do not put our hands on females. I don't give a damn how mad they make y'all. Do not put your hands on them unless you defending yourself when they got a weapon in their hand. Outside of that, don't touch them. They off limits. So anybody that defending him, shame on you. I mean, it's your right. It's your right. True enough, it's a freedom of your opinion. But if you defend something like that, I can't respect you.
Yeah, I can't defend it. And I've always said, and I believe both of us really have always said, we don't defend what happened, but we just try to keep it football. And how does it affect the football team? We're never going to big up DV from anybody. It doesn't matter if it's from our team, anybody else's team. It doesn't matter. That's never going to be cool. Whatever decisions was been made, you should never try to crash out like that.
Facts.
Would you try to consider trading for Max Crosby?
Price tag too high. He's at about 25 million, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 30. But yeah, they won't do it. I mean, even though I think it would be a smart move, I couldn't see it. That's why they're bringing in all these second and third tier guys, third and fourth tier guys. I'm sorry, just to have some depth at the position. And the two guys that they signed this offseason was supposed to be rotating in and out with Jalen Walker and James Pearce. But one is suspended, the other out for the year. So now they have to step to the forefront and become the stars until James Pearce comes back. And as I keep telling y'all, when cap casualties and preseason rosters are cut down to 53, we'll probably sign another one. But at the same time, Miles Murphy is another name. And I keep telling y'all, look, keep an eye on the shot. Berto and Kiev, they threw that idea out there and it made sense to me. Josh Sweat, if you talk about making a trade, he could be a trade option. So I mean, look, Max Crosby would be nice, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I just really kind of let you just take that one. I don't see us trading for that because again, we're learning our GM, and our GM hasn't shown anything that he's even interested in trading draft capital for a guy like Max Crosby. Even though we do have, still some capital left when it comes to the salary cap, but nah, man, I really don't think it. I really honestly believe right now they want to see what they have and who steps up with the next man up mentality before they go out and try to see just how bad we need it. Now, yes, there still is that possibility when the season starts, you don't make a move, you believe in your guys, and you still get punched in the mouth. Now, but still, the good thing about that is something that's different from the past seasons. If that does happen, at least you do have some money to possibly go try to snatch up one or two guys or, some trade, some draft capital if you need to. I believe that Ian Cunningham will do what's necessary when the necessary is necessary, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And I see somebody saying, Von Miller, how much would it cost? Anywhere from $17 to $20 million, even at 36 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, even at his age now, it's still gonna be
Vaughn
18, 20
37.
million.
I think
37. So yeah,
what's up there?
yeah,
Vaughn 37. Yeah.
yeah, he up there. He up there. And
I know Van Noy is 35.
right. So yeah, you're right. He got to be 36, 37. So I mean, look, I'm telling y'all,
Yes.
if there is one guy that I would love to see in Atlanta, but I know it may be difficult to pull it off. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna even say it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna leave it alone.
Real quick, I want to get to my guys that are asking about, what did he do about physically touching her and everything. It wasn't that. It was the car. It's the whole car thing about, him
Right.
ramming the car and all that stuff like that. Now I get what you're saying. Yeah, he didn't like physically touch her, and to a degree, I was thinking like, well, yeah, he didn't lay his hands on her, but at the same time, the whole DV thing comes from the whole ramming of the car, even if it was his property or if he helped paid for it and stuff like that. There's always a different way to try to handle it.
But
Um,
start before that though, Chris. Start before that, because um, problem is she had a restraining order, and she was going to get a restraining order, and they had a fight before, so this was a reoccurrence, and one thing led to another. Then this chase, and then them stopping him on the chase, and he didn't
yeah,
resist the rest. He didn't resist the rest, so that's one of the reasons why he probably got off. But it just started from DV can be in so many ways. It's not only using your hands. It just just any kind of lewd act against a female that they feel like can be a danger to her. So yeah, and it had to do with the car because if he loses control of that car, things could have got ugly. It could have got real ugly.
yeah, and then you think about it too, even with the story, even like we talked about it, even with their history, it's like this wasn't the first time that something like this happened between the two of them about having like a dispute. It's just the first time that it was, for the world to see, from my understanding. So it's like that's just a relationship that hopefully both parties can move on and grow from, and still have healthy relationships in the future. Even if they do decide to in a year get back together, which would be very very crazy, but you never know. That's whatever people want to do. That's
Facts.
what we want to do.
Shout out
Not
to
my
Henry, man. Happy
judge to me.
Friday to you, my brother. Go ahead.
What's going on, Henry? I know Henry said he thought that he would get more games, or surprised he only got 8 games. I believe Henry
Well,
said.
I remember I said 10 from the jump, and I got cursed out about it. But you got to think, man, Ray Rice did never play another down in the NFL after you saw him on camera knock his fiance out. And I knew it. Once you have video proof, that's it. A kicker for the Giants the very next year put his hands on his wife. Never played another down in the NFL. So we getting off pretty smooth with 8 games. And honestly, um, I think the NFL union had his back. If you want to ask me, if she didn't drop those charges and he wasn't getting help, he would have got the whole season. And then you have to wonder if he gets a whole season, will he still be an Atlanta Falcon?
Mm.
So all that factors into that. But
Ooh.
shout out to y'all, because we was at training camp. The fans showed him nothing but love.
Oh yeah,
Nothing but love.
facts.
Georgia, Texas boy, y'all go check him out on YouTube. He said, "What up, everybody? Falcon family, new era is here. I was one of the ones who thought it would happen next season, but glad it's over. Let's get through these 8 games. See you in Madrid."
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, man. Hopefully he can. Hey, that'll be a nice game to come after. You got a good quarterback you can start trying to chase after, and Joe Burrow. So
Right. Georgia Texas boy said, "Would you bring in Leonard Floyd? Nope. Von Miller? Nope. Joey Bosa? Hell no." So I would say no on all 3 of those. However, you can go to my page and check out free agents and trades of edge rushers that I think come in and help the Atlanta Falcons right away. So go to my page, you'll see it. But what you say, Chris?
I mean, a lot of these guys are really, man. A lot of these guys on their last leg of their career, for real. Von Miller's going to cost you too much. That's why I say no to him. Joey Bosa, he really doesn't stay healthy like that enough. And you know, and it's something up here as well. You know, people think about and talk about too. Leonard Floyd, I already know how that movie ends. So
10 million last year for 3.5 sacks.
yeah,
It's a lot of money. And the crazy thing about it, we signed somebody not even a third of that could probably get the same amount. And the guy I'm talking about is Cam Thomas. So
yeah. We should see him tonight, by the way. But I know we're going to get that shortly.
Appreciate your Virgin boy. Yeah, man. I ain't got nothing but love for the round table, man. I still talk to two of those guys now. So you might see them on our preview show during the season. But shout out to Clay, shout out to James, and shout out to my boy TJ. Antonio said had to be one guy that comes in the comments. Ain't nobody defending DV, but I mean, you know, he made a mistake.
I agree about making, you know, forgive. I mean, one thing about it is, you know, we're none of us are a judge or anything like that anyway, you know. So we, you know, we need to just, you know, try to forgive and try to understand as much as we possibly can. Not defend any of that, but you know,
put it like this. Like, what do I tell y'all before I end every show? Keep God first. So y'all let God deal with it. And to me, he already has.
Absolutely.
He already has. God has forgiven him, so we got to forgive him. Keep it real with y'all.
Nah, I ain't saying you can. My thing is, I ain't even telling people to forget it. If you want to keep it,
I said forgive, not forget.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, and I'm not saying telling people, hey man, forget it, put it out your mind. You know, like it never happened. I'm not even saying that. But yeah, you do at least got to forgive it and see what happens moving forward. I'm just hoping that this is the worst that we'll see of James Pearce, and now we're just going to start seeing the best of him. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, forgive him. Would you still forgive him if that one of your family members? You got to, man. You can't let things like that linger because that will eat you up on the inside, cause you to do something reckless and something stupid. And let me ask you that since you said that, have you ever done something that you knew it would be hard to forgive you, and you still ask for forgiveness? Still, you got to think. I learned this in church every Sunday. The best thing you can do on this earth is respect somebody and forgive them. Just that simple.
I think we all have done some things that we wish we could take back. I know I sure have. So I ain't even gonna sit up here and act like I ain't gonna sit up here and act like that at all.
Right. Moody, what's up, my guy? He said with the luck of Atlanta, we will go 6-2. Then he gets back 3-6.
Oh, come on, Moody. I'm talking about I was invested. I was like, okay, we start 6-2. And then
it went left real quick.
God, dog.
He said, I'm an Atlanta native, huge Falcon fan, doubtful but hoping Lucy holds the football. I mean, I think we'll be fine. Antonio said Karma tore that ACL through pins because Pearce had info that implicates her wrongdoing as well.
Ooh, wow, man. I don't know, Tonio. I can't even speak on that, man. I mean, things do happen, though. I just say that things do happen.
Freaking Derek Barnett, coached by Nate Ollie in Philadelphia and Houston.
Yes.
I think Chris said something about that about a week ago.
Yep. I would love it. You know, I'm even interested in anybody that used to work with Nate Ollie. I'm interested. You know, I'm sitting trying to see if he can get the best out of him again.
Agreed. I mean, hey Tevin, you were my one true supporter over there, man. Every single Tuesday, you was there. A couple of y'all was, but Tevin, he showed up. He was there before the credits even came on. But yeah, man, I mean, things happen for a reason, Tevin. I mean, like I said, I still got love for those guys, man. I do miss it, but hey, it's in God's plans, man. ATL Kool-Aid drinking. What's up, my guy?
Yeah, folks just coming in, come on in. Yes, we talking about the James Pearce thing. Yes, and he did get 8 games. 8-game suspension, half a season. Could have been more, but we're glad that it's at least out the way. Hey, man, we got the news. That's all we can do is move forward now. So Falcons need
to make sure. Y'all go check him out on YouTube, man.
Zay.
Yeah, yeah, check out Zay in the Bag on YouTube. Nephew, what's good?
Yeah, stream yard, trying to stream yard
Let's
just a
see.
little bit. It is pouring raining outside now.
Will Mario said just got in gas. How many weeks did he get? 8. He got 8 games.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. 8.
8 games.
It's crazy, man. But hey, I know we're not surprised.
And we'll get into the depth chart in a little bit. But I put out a video about Cam Newton and him talking to James Pearce about that injury and giving him advice about when he should come back. And I think it was excellent advice that he had the wherewithal to go out and give him the advice that he needed. Because let's be real, I really haven't seen nobody give him any advice outside. Because if you remember, he said in a press conference a couple months ago that he really didn't have nobody to talk to. He had to call his high school coach, which I really didn't. And Roddy said he didn't like it, and I didn't either, because you always got someone to talk to. It's up to you to reach out. It's up to you to be open to get help from somebody and get a wise word. And to me, that was your fault that you felt like you didn't have nobody to talk to. But hey, I digress. But what were your thoughts on the Cam Newton interview outside of the obvious as him trying to give him advice to keep him, with a level head?
I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me outside of, well, I mean, first and foremost, I want to acknowledge the fact that he gave him some of the realest information and realest things that you can tell a quarterback coming off of injury. He knows all about it, played the position, and like he said, man, us quarterbacks, I can talk to you quarterback to quarterback, man to man, and all that, and just told him, hey, man, if I could do it all over again, I would sit back. I would have took a year off, etc. Don't come back until you know that you're 100% healthy. And I feel like that was one of the best things that I saw publicly somebody say to Michael Penix, like realistically. Um, Outside of that, I think that Michael Penix was honest and he was also consistent. A lot of things that he said in that interview with Cam Newton is some of the things that we had already heard in regular press conferences and other things that he just been saying anyway. So it didn't surprise me like that he was consistent with his answers and he was honest about it. Because think about it like this, like Falcon fans, and NFL fans, like we got to pick a struggle. If he lies and gets out there and gets hurt again, and then it comes about later on, oh man, he was rushed back or he rushed himself back or something like that, then we mad, right? But then, okay, so the man told the truth and being transparent with you, something that we really been asking for ever since, for the longest. Because I can't even say that Arthur Smith was as transparent. We know last year didn't last year 2 years didn't feel as transparent, and it just felt like we just was losing. Remember draft picks, people talking too much, but they saying the wrong things. Either way it goes, man. I'm just glad that, it seems like this regime is more transparent. We have a GM who's not hiding things. We have Matt Ryan who loves the team, and he's just telling you guys how he feels. He feels like he can do anything in the world right now as far as with his legs. But at the same time, he understands he hasn't been cleared. He can't have nobody fall on him and all that stuff. So I can appreciate the honesty, man. Tell me the truth. And so if I know I need to sit you down for a little while, okay. But if you're ready to go, and when you are ready to go and you say that you are, I'm going to believe that because you've been telling me the whole time, hold on, give me a second. Give me, what I'm saying? I feel like this and I feel like that. I want to know, how do you feel about the whole ACL thing and what the doctor said about how it's an amazing ACL and he should never have any more knee problems in his career?
I'm not buying that with 2 pennies from a candy lady. I've never heard anyone's doctor say nothing about he should be fine. One thing about it, we don't know how injuries are going to happen. He can walk down the step, trip and fall, and twist his knee out of place again. So I really didn't buy into that. Now, had he said you should be good to go for the season, I can accept that. But to say he will never have another injury, he don't know that. So I'm not buying into that. But one thing that I did like, and you said it already, be honest with yourself. Because if you rush back and another injury happens, you putting your career in jeopardy, and I guess he knows that. And I'm sure the doctor has told him that as well. 3 ACL injuries. Frank Gore had about 3, but he played 17 years, but that's another story for another day. He was
Right.
differently built. Adrian Peterson's ACL came back in 8 months. He was built different. But when you're a quarterback playing your feet every single play, and he said it, if somebody hits me the wrong way, could be gone again. So take your time, come back. And this is why I told y'all 4 games to start the season, because the thing about it, you'll know exactly when he comes back. Like he said, he's going to be 100%. And he's 100% healthy right now. But mentally, how can you lead a team? How can you process the field? How can you lead the locker room if you ain't right up here? So it just makes a lot of sense, man, for him to do that. And y'all can say I'm hating all y'all want, but hey, I'm telling y'all, it just made sense to me for him to sit out the first 4 games, because they say 9 to 12 months, but I say 12 to 16 months for a full recovery, because you're taking hits, you're moving, putting torque on that knee every single Sunday. It's going to be damn near 2 years for you 100% again. That's barring you don't get hurt again along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Facts.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Facts, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just really believe that, man, a doctor is only a man. A
Right.
doctor is only a man, Smitty. And I'm just saying the doctor has been wrong on both ends. I've seen
Boy,
doctors
boy,
that
believe
told
me, I know more. I know better than anybody. Trust
right.
me.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I've heard doctors tell people 6 months and they've lasted 10 years. And then I've heard doctors say, yeah, you'll be fine with this and that and the third. And as soon as they step out the door, something happens. So it's just like, bro, a doctor is only a man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you believe, and whether if you believe in God, you believe in the universe, or just believe in fate. At the end of the day, like, no man has control of what really happens to another. It's just,
Facts.
that's
Absolute facts.
we'll see what happens with that. That's all.
Falcon Nation said, took your advice. Being way more consistent. Y'all check out Falcon Nation for everything Atlanta Falcon content. He right. Y'all go check him out, man. I got a guy in the chat. It's Jordan, Texas boy. Just subscribe to his channel. I think you should too. Support this brother, man, because we all a family, man. Everybody has their own opinion, the way they do things. If you see a Falcon content creator, support them no matter what. So Falcon Nation, man, appreciate you, my guy. And that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to give advice and push people out there to to give their opinion on things, man, because I mean, who doesn't have an opinion? Get paid for it. Just saying. My guy, let's get it, GA, man. Y'all go check him out on YouTube, man. Gaming guy, NBA 2K27, NFL Madden 27. I think he's going to do WWE 2027 as well. So if you feel like you got the cojones to go match up with him, run on over there and shoot a game with him.
Yes, sir.
But he said, salute to my brothers, man. This is the time for other guys to showcase what they can do during the preseason. 200%. 200%. And again, thank you for that donation as always, my brother.
Yeah, man. I like this one too. I had to start this one from Lady T.
Okay, you do that one, and then I go back to this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, Lady T, she was talking about the James Pearce thing, said you can forgive and not have a relationship with the person. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can make it all.
I'm gonna tell you, like my grandmama used to tell me all the time, and she still tells me this to this day. It's only right that you forgive people because you make mistakes every day, and God forgives you every single day. Every single day.
Yep.
So just think about that. Let me see, can I find that tweet I had? I'm sorry. Oh, here it is, and we're gonna see a little bit on this soon because RG3 is doing a 30 for 30 on this, and Oatman 1117 said RG3 never recovered mentally, and that's what hurt him. And he's absolutely right. He spoke about that on Twitter about a month ago. He put on his uniform with his helmet and said, "I got a story to tell. Y'all gonna see it soon." And he kind of threw a slight shot at Mike Shanahan, So yeah, he absolutely, and that's the thing,
My
man.
thing is, it should be no slight shot. Man, we know good and darn well.
He wasn't
RG
ready.
not
Yeah.
supposed to be back out there on that field. But
And think about this too, Chris. And this is why I always thought it was a sabotage job because you took him top 10, but you turn around and take Kirk Cousins in the fourth round. That let me know you didn't have confidence in RG3 from the jump. That let me know that RG3 was a Dan Snyder pick, not a Mike Shanahan pick. That's
yeah,
the same thing what happened in Atlanta with Raheem Morris in the front office. Same as that thing. The crazy part about it, Kirk Cousins was a part of both of those situations. He's the
mhm.
common denominator.
And
So
think about this too. What out of Kurt's own mouth, what Kyle Shanahan told Kurt. Well, we drafted you and we hope that you're going to be good enough so we can trade you. Like, what? But my thing is, how would you know? You gotta play him to find out. And what happened? It was next thing you know, 1 week it was Kurt, 1 week it was RG3, 1 week it was Kurt RG3. And you just and that just hurting the chemistry of the team right there. If you flip flopping quarterbacks.
he was
So
dropping back. He was dropping back in the pocket, dragging his leg, and you saw it during the game. He was literally dragging his leg and trying to get outside the pocket. And when he took off for that run, I said, "Man, here we go." By the time he ran about a third time, it was over with.
sure, there's that one time when he dropped the pad, when he dropped the ball
Right,
and was trying to
dropped the
go
ball, fumbled,
and
and
he tried
twisted his ankle. Yeah, it
and
twisted his leg back the other way, and that was the end. That was the end.
just bad, man.
Nathan said someone that's had an ACL replacement, the mental hurdles for fully trusting and believing in their knee is a monster. And that's what I said. I had scoliosis surgery at 13 years old. They told me I would be back up and moving around and being fully mobile at 8 months. It took me damn near 2 years before I fully got back to being myself. So I know.
Hold on 1 second.
Meal 6-7 say I was looking for 5 games, but 8. Jeez, I mean it happens. Like I said, it could have been a season, man. So just be thankful we get to see him in the back half of the schedule. And as I told y'all the other day, man, him being fresh going into week 9. Remember last year he went 6 or 7 games with a sack, so he could still get double-digit sacks with 8 games. Just think about that, possibly. Trace, I might as well go ahead and get it out there myself. Smitty, your boy is also about to enter the Falcons content game.
Okay.
But I'm trying to bring something different to the game. Hey, Dre, you know I got you, man. You got my number.
Sure.
My number, I got you, brother. You already know.
Hey man, that's what's up, Dre TL. Do your thing. Hey, that's what hey, we said before, man. If you got an opinion, go ahead and put it out there, man. Go ahead and
Yeah.
put it out there.
And Chris said all the time, and I commend him for saying it. It's just opinion. Nobody's opinion is wrong. It's just your opinion.
Ain't
Put it
wrong
out
with
there. If they react, so what?
yeah.
They can get mad. They can try to bait you into getting mad, but guess what? Soon as somebody drop that comment about telling you to keep doing your thing and being positive, you gonna forget about that negative stuff and you gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Been in the game 7 years and still get hate to this day. But do that stop me from jumping on the mic? Nope.
Yeah, you can never stop though, man. You can never.
Miss Drea, thank you for the donation. Truly appreciated it as always. She said, although I would hate to see MP9 ball out for another team, Cam's advice could very well put that in motion. I want him to be successful in Atlanta. We would prefer he be successful wherever he lands. And she's absolutely 200% correct. And I said this before, right after the new league year started. And I put it out there, and a couple of analysts put it out there that you can see him traded. And I would not be surprised because think about it. I don't think they're going to pick up his 5th-year option. And if a team gives you a 3rd or 4th round pick, you're going to take it to try to improve your roster in another way. Because I keep telling y'all, Tua to me is a one and done. Mike Penix was not drafted by this regime. So they may try to start over fresh next year. And me and Chris said this on the previous show. Look at all the money they building up. They got $35 million in cap space. When the last time you seen the Falcons with that much cap space this time of the year?
You ain't never seen it. That's how
And
never seen it.
You got over 100 million next year. So just think about it. They building something up to go get a high price quarterback. Who that may be, I don't know. But I'm telling y'all, if Joe Burrow don't retire, he my number one guy. Because if Cincinnati don't do nothing this year, I don't see him going back there. Just my opinion.
Well, yeah, we're going. It's definitely an opportunity for them to basically flunk out on the season again, and never know. He may, because one thing he did say last year, and I really feel like it's still one of those Easter eggs, man. About how he said, if I'm not having fun, there's no point in even doing it. So yeah, man, I'm interested to see exactly what's going to happen with that situation. But I'm gonna say it again. I'm hoping that we're not even necessarily trying to spend big money on the quarterback. Hopefully, it's to put some money in some different skill positions and get even better. Like, let's say we have the best secondary and we go get another piece to make us even better in the secondary. Like, I'm with all that, So
Yeah.
I'm with can we continuously to build on strengths and making more strengths, and like that too. Oh wow,
Martin Monday reporting JPJ will play tonight. So Jay, appreciate you, my brother.
Okay.
He put it out there. So I mean, if he play, he play. So I can't be mad with that. I can't be mad with that.
Maybe they already had him playing anyway because Coach Stefanski, Coach Skees did say that the starters will be playing at least like a series and all that stuff like that. The depth chart was released and everything like that too. So maybe they already had it in motion for this to happen anyway, and they didn't want to kill maybe his mojo or something like that. And they just like, hey man, go out there and get you a series in. Hopefully you get you a sack if you're gonna be out there too. We be cool with that, man. But I don't know, man. I probably played him though. But if you already had it in your plans, then whatever,
Yeah, but I mean, it just like I said, it's our opinion. ATL Kool-Aid Drinkers, man, y'all go check him out on YouTube. He said he gives another sports commentary, so y'all please go check him out. Please go check him out.
Uncle Kool-Aid.
Miss Drill said that's why they say practicing medicine. Practicing medicine because they try to come up with ideas to find cures. So that's why it's called practicing. Instead of just
yes, that's why doctors have practices. That's all they're doing. They practicing.
Practicing, right. So she said, doctors had me passing away from my condition in 5 years. I'm 11 years strong and still progressing. See, that's what I'm saying. And I tell y'all out, that's why I tell y'all keep God first. Y'all don't never know what God got planned. Because my personal story, the night I was born, the doctor didn't even know I was gonna make it overnight. And here I am 47 years later, talking crap and eating chicken wings. So I mean, hey,
right.
God is the only doctor that we need. All we got to do is tell him what's wrong, tell him we need to be healed, and he'll do it.
Yeah, man. No, seriously, bro. So they told my dad he wouldn't last, and then he lasted a whole other 20 years. So I'm just, hey, man, that's what I'm saying. I'm a firm believer that man can say whatever, no matter if it's the weatherman, the doctor man, whatever. But at the end of the day, you ain't got the last say. They just don't.
Agree. Facts. Our boy Solomon checking in. Solomon, what's up, my guy? Hey, Solomon, if you on Twitter or Facebook, man, send me your info. He said, I'm looking forward to tonight's preseason game. I really feel like we got lucky that James got only 8 games. I hope he learns from this experience. That's what we all keep saying. He's got to learn. And if I'm his brother, his mother, or his father, I'm be honest. And see, and a lot of y'all don't agree with this, and I just put a video out about this. A lot of y'all mad, and I've been seeing on social media for the last 2 days. A lot of y'all are mad because of what Jaden Daniels, his mother, is doing for him. A lot of y'all mad to me. Let him be a man. Let him do what he need to do. That lady doing what she know. She's been in the world much longer than a lot of us. She's about my age or a tad bit older. But when you've been in the world, certain things, then her being a female, she know what a female is capable of. She sees it every day. She's probably done it herself. I don't know. But she's probably played, those type of games before. And when she said that she's going to be there to protect him because she knows somebody waiting to put a hook in him, she's not lying. Because money brings problems, money brings attention, unwanted attention, unneeded attention, any kind of attention you can name. So she's right. So her protecting him, she has the right to do that because that's her son. A lot of y'all said let him be a man. He will be ready to make his own move when he's ready. When
No,
he's ready.
that's facts, bro. Like it's just I think it's one of those things to where so many men are doing their own thing. It's like, bro, like why you letting her do this? Why you letting her choose your women and all other stuff like that? But to be honest with you, you see situations. I hate to you say it, but you see situations with JPJ, and what I'm saying, you never know. Like
Right.
Jaden Daniels not getting in any trouble though, and his mama making sure of it.
Max.
At the end of the day, she's still protecting her child. Yes, he's a grown man, but he's still in his 20s. Think about this. I don't know how many people, in their early 20s had their own spot, or saying, all that things like that. So it's different. Jaden Daniels lives in a different world than what we live in right now because he's a young guy with a bunch of money, very important to his team, saying the leader of a team, and he's barely 23 years old. So
prime example.
It's easy to fall into that.
Go ahead. Then I'll give you an example. Go ahead.
I'm just saying it's easy to fall into it because you see other guys, that's around his age and what? A lot of them have families already. A lot of them have kids. Some of them guys are getting married, all that stuff like that. But again, everybody's raised differently. Some parents should have stepped in on some of us. Let's just keep it real, so in our early 20s.
We got a quick update. Shout out to my boy RJ ATL for life. I always putting us in the loop with the news. He has given us an update on Sports Track. Said the 8-game suspension for James Pearce will cost him $446,664 in base salary. That can also recoup $982,528 of his signing bonus per conduct violation. Additionally, the guarantee on the remaining $6.65 million through 2028 is now voided.
Yep.
So he has no more guaranteed money. But see, this is why she's protecting her son right here. Right here.
Yeah.
This is why.
But check out though. We talked about that though, Smitty. About this suspension with James Pearce. It voids your contract when you get that. So those voids remain in that full guarantee side, like you just saying on his deal. Now he had a 3-year, $7 million fully guaranteed contract, but now he ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but think about this as well, and this is why I have to respect what Jaden Daniels' mom is doing right now. Another rookie in the NFL. This is a story, and I know y'all have seen it. Because me, when I saw it, I couldn't do nothing but shake my head because when you see kids making mistakes, you just got to know, and they got to learn on their own. True enough. But Cardinals rookie Jeremiah Love went out and bought his girlfriend, not his wife, his girlfriend, a $300,000 automobile. A $300,000. Let me repeat that again. A $300,000 automobile. A Lamborghini Urus. His girlfriend, not his wife. And this is why Jaden Daniels' mom is trying to prevent things like this. And I respect her for that. Because no way in the hell I would let my son, I don't give a damn if he gets mad, I wouldn't let him buy his girlfriend no $300,000 truck. I would say something to him, and I would try to help him to understand why not to do it. Because you buy her a $300,000 truck, she give you that same truck, sneak out next week and get the hell on, and you never see her again. But that truck's still gonna be gone, and you still gonna be paying for it. So if it's not your wife, hold judgment on that. I'm just saying.
No, facts, bro. Absolute facts, family.
So, yeah. So, but next topic. Last topic. Let's talk about it right quick. Roddy White, Atlanta Falcons legend. Y'all know Roddy. Roddy, to me, as an ambassador of the team, you always see Roddy, everywhere. He spoke on Matt Ryan, his former teammate, and the way Matt is building his team in Atlanta, and he broke it down perfectly to a T. as to what Matt Ryan is trying to do in Atlanta. If y'all saw it, y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all didn't, please go check it out and believe in Falcons. That's Ovi Mahaley and Michael Turner, and we're still trying to get both of those guys on.
Man, what you
Yeah, so you go check out that interview. It's 39 minutes and some change. Trust me, y'all will love it. Y'all will love it. So yeah. But V-Tech, thank you for the Jews, my brother. Truly appreciate it.
Oh, back to bite. Bike to bike with a little 100 Jews. High five. We appreciate it. Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I promise you. I'm telling you, appreciate everything.
Let's get into it right quick, man, because I want y'all to see this. Let's see. It's Believe Sports.
Hey, real quick, before you press play, V-Tech, I ain't trying to be funny, but are you from East Point? And if you are, you know why I asked you that. But either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? Keep on.
Hey, I lived in East Point, man. I lived in East Point for damn near 10 years. Damn near 10 years. Well, yeah, damn near 10 years. Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah, well, this one from East
Point. I lived off the Low Drive in Montrose, and it's right down the street from Headland. So I can actually walk to Headland Drive from my house.
Oh, so, yeah, I have. All up and through Montel Homes. That's where a lot of my family was hanging.
Let's see. Let's get this thing rolling. I hope they don't have no commercials playing or we screwed. But y'all know how I do it. I pause it and do what I need to do. Well, let's go.
I was surprised, man. But yeah, man, Michael be in the Ring of Honor, man. He gonna get up there. But before we let you go, Roddy, we got to ask you about the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Ryan, coming in to be a part of the Falcons. Everyone's excited. Everyone thinks that he can be the missing piece to help us win a Super Bowl. I talked about him. I had a different relationship with him than you did. Like you and Matt, y'all like this. Talk to us. Tell our viewers, our listeners, the people who watch the podcast, why Matt is going to change the organization for the better and help to bring a Super Bowl to our city.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He gonna work his ass off.
Yeah.
That's one man. He ain't gonna leave a problem undone or a problem not fixed. He gonna actually go out there and he gonna work and he gonna get to where he understand everything, and then he gonna put in a plan to where he can execute and get what he want done. Thanks. I'm gonna tell you that about him. I mean, he's smart. He gonna work his ass off, and ain't gonna be no low tolerance. You know what I'm saying? And he won't dog. It ain't gonna be no just getting guys. Oh, they got good character. Oh, these guys gonna be a nice. He want dogs on the football field.
Yeah.
And I that's how you win.
I think he made us special. I think he's gonna bring that to the table, you know. And even after me and Obi left, you know what I'm saying, and you just like the team that went to the Super Bowl, like certain things that was added that got them to the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, like that was kind of different than us. Then I think he remembers all that, you know what I'm saying. I think those growing pains.
I mean, he know what good football look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even like he out there every day. You know, he watching the plays. He know how it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? From his perspective, kind of guys that he evaluating, looking at what he want. You know what I'm saying? From every position, especially offensively. You know what I'm saying? He may get a lot of help on the defensive side for somebody else, but offensively, every position out there, he knows exactly how it's supposed to look, how he wanted to look. He's seeing the best players at those positions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's played with he played with a bunch of Hall of Famers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And really good football players. You know, overall. So he know how it's supposed to look. So he gonna get it the way he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna stop till he. And you know, with this quarterback situation, that's not having, you know, being cap strapped no more because of the Kirk Cousins deal. These next couple of years, we don't have a ton of money to spend to kind of get our team exactly where we wanted to be at. I mean, so he'll have an opportunity to do that, and then, you know, build his own machine. And I think he's gonna build something that's gonna be very, very nice. It's gonna be nice.
Thank
you. Got to tell me how you feel about that, Chris, because it's crazy. Every word that Roddy said, me and Chris has uttered those same words at one point or another.
I'm telling you, bro. Some of it has been in the same show, but yes. And my thing is, if you don't believe that some of the things we saying, then okay, cool. But Roddy White played with the man, I say he played right next to him, locker next to him. So they went out there and had many battles. So and even Ovi even talked about it in that interview on how, said like they're close with Matt, but no one is closer than Roddy between the three of them with Matt. Then what I'm saying. Oh, okay. Oh, well, okay. Well, that will make sense with the V-Tech, Virginia Tech. Something like that. I mean, I'm guessing that's what is going on with that. But yeah, man. So again, bro, like all that stuff is just echoes and stuff that us Falcon fans already know. I will say over and over, you can't make me hate Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is doing something that not many players, I'm not saying he's never been done, but not many players do. And he came back to Atlanta, left a cushy job at CBS, something that he could have been doing for the next 10 to 15, 20 years. But he left that job to come back to Atlanta. When we was going after Deshaun Watson, instead of coming out and blasting the Falcons, like probably other players would have done, he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything at all. So again, bro, he always handles himself with class, regardless of how you feel about his playing career. He cares about this logo, and I care about this logo too. So that's what makes it most satisfying that he is out there. And like Roddy said, bro, he knows exactly what winning football looks like because he has won in the league. Now, I know not a Super Bowl, but Matt Ryan has won many, many games in this league, bro. So right. I love it. I love it.
He's top 10 in a lot of categories in passing history in the NFL. So he's put up the numbers, and I think he should get in the Hall of Fame, even though a lot of people don't think so. He's put up enough numbers to do that. Here's a quick reply to what we were talking about. Dre the Boxer said, you can protect without being as overbearing as her. She got the right if he's not saying nothing, but it don't look good. Looks like she don't trust how she raised him. No, I wouldn't say that, Dre, because I still have to get on my daughter. She's 24 years old. And some of the decisions that she make, I don't agree with it. And I tell her I don't agree with it. So, I mean, look, when you're a parent, parenting never ends. Parenting goes on from the time they're born to the time you die, or vice versa. So, look, a parent gonna be a parent. And in today's world, you have to keep being a parent as long as you can and make sure they straight. Because they're not going to make sound decisions every single day. None of us are. So, like I said, I get to where she's going because when I looked at that Jeremiah Love situation, all I could do is shake my head because the only thing I thought about the whole time, I wish I could talk to that young brother. Rookie contract and you spending $300,000 on a vehicle.
Bro, did you, bro,
rookie contract.
I don't understand that. Why? Like, I've seen that so many times. You got on a rookie deal. You get your girlfriend, like, this car. Even with James Pearce, he was giving Rakia, some bread and everything for being with him and all this. I'm just like, bro, y'all, man, where are y'all brother? I ain't even gonna say father figures. Where are your brothers?
But did you hear how much money he just had to? Well, he's gonna have to give back. That $270,000 was probably in that money.
Probably.
So he, for all we know, and I don't know, it's just my opinion. For all we know, he could be hurt right now. All we know,
for real, bro. Like, I'm not trying to speculate, but I'm just saying, like, things that we have seen from others. Man, you see people start selling stuff. Have to start trying to get stuff back just to make sure they make ends meet. And then my thing is, even when he does come back. And he gonna have like those last little couple like little game checks at the end. It still ain't gonna be a lot. You still got people you gotta pay. You got people you gotta take care of and all that stuff, bro. It's not gonna be enough. So you're gonna have to try to figure something out.
Right. Because you see, and this is what.
And then he didn't have endorsements like that going on.
There you go. But I want y'all to understand too, man. When you young. I just want these young players to start thinking about life after football. The average NFL career is 3.5 years. If his career ended tomorrow, he would be broke by next year.
Bro.
Think about that. Next year. Because the most NFL players, they're broke after 5 years out of the league, 3 to 5 years after their retirement, because they still trying to live that same life. They aren't investing their money, and they too scared about what people think instead of thinking about their own future. So,
yeah, man. It just, again, like you never know what's going to happen, and I'm sorry, yeah. Kool-Aid, that's perfect right there. Mistakes are hard. And you know what?
Learn from them. Yeah.
I'm gonna say something that my dad, it's a God rest his soul, man. I never forget it. It's trouble. It's easy to get into, son, but it's very hard to get out of.
Yep. My grandparents always told me that.
And you try your hardest, but as much as you want to, you got to understand. You will never beat the system. The system always wins.
Always wins.
Yep. Because they control the game, and the game ain't fair. Like I knew those things because he ain't lying.
Man, I told my daughter at a young age, you can lie all you want to try to get out of a situation, but sooner or later, them lies you tell gonna put you in a situation you can't get out of. I don't give a damn how many times you tell them.
It's rigged, bro. You can't get caught up in it. They don't play fair. And again, you see what's going on with this. We don't even know all the ins and outs with the James Pearce situation, with the whole DV and everything again. But yeah, honestly, and that's another reason why you see kids getting NIL money and all that stuff like that too. Tell you right on time. This is why NIL is important, because if you manage that money properly, it will help soften the blow. Right. But I know they got a little NIL money. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure Smitty, he got some NIL money going after the all that stuff like that. But who's to say that he wasn't already spending that money, already calculating in his head, I got this contract right here. I'm going to be straight, and then I'm going to get another contract because I got 10.5 sacks my first year. They definitely going to holler at me in about a year and a half or so about a contract extension, trying to get that rookie extension. So I'm gonna fit to get straight anyway. I'm definitely going to keep on going at it. You know how sometimes,
but you got to walk on a straight and narrow path to get to that next contract.
I'm talking about before this even happened with Rakia. I'm talking about what he probably was thinking before this ever happened.
He was giving out money, yeah.
He probably, bro, I'm gonna be straight. I just got 10.5 sacks, and by about 2 seasons, they're gonna come give me this rookie extension, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying, that boom money. Because I'm gonna be getting after the quarterback. I'm gonna stay healthy. I'm gonna take care of my body. You know, you can just sit back and just plan things, and then all of a sudden, boom. You know, one situation changes all of that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You have to walk on a straight and narrow path to even get to the next contract as any player in that field. Make sure you're doing what's right, performing on the field, take yourself off the field. It's the only way you're gonna get to your next contract, man. It's not guaranteed. And to me, that was God's way of showing him, hey, you need to settle down, young brother. Settle down. Because I think it was right after he got drafted. A lot of y'all seen this too. It was a guy, he was on the elevator with James Pearce. They were talking, he didn't know who he was. And they held a conversation. And when he found out who he was and, all the off the field thing he had heard about him, he said he could not tell, about, who he was, about what people perceived him to be if you just talked to him. He was mannerable. He was respectful. He never said nothing out the way. And he carried himself the right way. So the thing about it, man, I don't care who you are. And I still deal with this myself. If somebody say something wrong to you or try to put you off track by messing with your mind with that manipulation, you got to learn how to move around it. And what I mean by that, you got to learn how to deal with it, learn how to process it, and learn how to get that person off around you. Because that person is only out to hurt you. Trust me, I know this. Manipulation is a dangerous game to play. Very dangerous. And it almost cost her life, almost cost him his freedom. So when you get around a manipulative person, try to get them off around you. And them is the hardest people to get away from because they mess with your mind. So trust me.
Yeah.
Just learn to keep the right people around you.
Discipline over motivation.
Facts.
Discipline. But hey, I'm pretty sure y'all want to talk about this game tonight though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me pull up Miles the depth chart right quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's multiple storylines going on, including this James Pearce one. Of course, pretty much kind of took over the show a little bit, but it's a huge topic. It's one of our pass rushers, one of the best pass rushers we've had on the team. Let's just be honest, since Vic Beasley had his records-breaking season. A guy having 10.5 sacks, we didn't see that in a while in one season. So big news, you know what I'm saying, going on. But yeah, it is a game tonight. Atlanta Falcons take on the Denver Broncos. Preseason kicks off. And it's a few things that we kind of want to see in this particular game. But I will say one storyline that is automatic is, of course, the quarterback situation. Of course, no Michael Penix, but Tua Tagovailoa is going to be starting the game. I'm going to be really interested to seeing what Tua shows up, because I've seen and I heard that you possibly kind of throwing picks, man, like all near these picks, man, and we don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. Get all that out your system in training camp, but make sure that you put your best foot forward out there. But again, I was talking to Smitty about this before the show started. I'm wondering what quarterback trots out there first. Is it going to be Cooper Rush, the veteran, or undrafted rookie? I can't even call him a sensation, but in the Falcons fan base, we are definitely interested in seeing what he brings. And Jack Strand, I know he's going to get like a lot of significant snaps, but I wonder if Cooper Rush comes in at all and gets any, or if will it be all Jack Strand? I'm trying to see if he can.
I think Cooper Rush will play. Tua Tagovailoa is only going to play one series.
Right.
So Cooper Rush, from that point on, after Tua gets out, he's going to take over. And then second half, or maybe end of the first half, Jack Strand is probably going to carry the team the rest of the way. So if you look at the depth chart, but before we get into that, Trail Matt, she already put it out there, and I was just finna ask this. What player do y'all see, or y'all waiting to see that balls out tonight? And personally, I'm gonna just say it because I just think this kid was a steal, and I'm gonna think that from this point on, and that's Harold Perkins. Just can't wait to see what he do. Period. Because I tell y'all, Deion Jones started as a rookie. Saw him at LSU, East-West Shrine game, the game in Mobile. I just knew he had special talent. I see the same thing in Harold Perkins. First 2 years at LSU, unstoppable. Suffered the ACL, came back last year. He's still recovering just a little bit, but now I think he's closer to 100% than he's been in the last 3 years. So with how they need linebackers, how they can use him, I just can't wait to see after he transitioned fully and understands the speed, the style, learn to read coverages, learn to read what's going on. I just think that kid gonna be unstoppable, man. He just has that mean streak that you look for. He's a tad bit undersized, but his speed will make up for that. You talk about a heat-seeking missile, he's just that. He's that. Yeah, anybody that you think that you waiting to see who you think they're gonna ball out?
Ball out. Let's see. Ball out. Man, that's tough. I got a couple of guys in mind, but I'm gonna narrow it down. I'm gonna go with Kobe Bryant.
I like that one.
I'm gonna go with Kobe Bryant, balling out, showing he is different from the guy that we saw, showing that, hey, I got in the film room, saw some things, got some techniques, and showing that I am, because I'm thinking that Kobe's going to see significant snaps. That's another thing I had to think about too. Guy that's going to chip on his shoulder, mean streak a little bit too. So I'm interested to see what Kobe Bryant does tonight.
Right. And somebody in the chat, Nathan said he wants to see Jahan Dotson. And I like that one too because
too.
if y'all remember, I pretty much predicted that to happen because as I watched him at Penn State, elite speed, elite route running, elite hands. Yeah, he hadn't showed all that in the pros because, as Matt Ryan said in an interview, he hadn't got that fair chance. And Washington, he was behind the 8 ball because of McLaren. And who was the tight end at the time? It wasn't Zach Ertz. It was Zach Ertz. And other targets, Antonio Gibson, these guys. So goes to Philadelphia, falls behind a even more talented wide receiver core. And Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Kenneth Gainwell at the time, Dallas Goedert. So now he has fallen behind a lot of talent again, but the difference is he's what they've been missing, and that's speed. He's one of those speed guys that can stretch the field and he's run after the catch. Pretty unbelievable. So I like that one too. Ms. Dre, thank you for that donation. Truly appreciate it.
No, that's a good one, man. Because Dotson was on. I had Dotson on my mind as far as that. I had Darnay Holmes, Sidney Brown, because I want to know about that.
I like Signet.
Yeah. Of course, I also can throw out there the obvious, the cornerback 2 situation. Mike Hughes, Avion Terrell. You know what I'm saying? But that's another reason why I threw Kobe Bryant's name out there too, because I'm thinking about that as well. But honestly, as crazy as it sounds, Kobe seems like he has the most uphill battle because you're going against somebody who's a second rounder and you were undrafted. So, sometimes we talk about playing the contract and the value and all that stuff like that. So,
right.
And then, of course, you have Mike Hughes as the starter, but, the veteran defender. So you're going to, got to climb past that too. But that's why I'm interested to see what Kobe does tonight, if he can make some noise. But, yeah, I'm really looking at that secondary. I'm looking at a lot of defensive pieces tonight to see exactly like who is being reactive, who is reacting, who is playing football, all that good stuff. Other guy that I don't think he's going to necessarily ball out, but I got a question. Who is a guy you just got your eye on, whether it's good or bad, you got your eye on? And that guy for me is J.D. Bertrand. Whoa. Shoot, I am going to be watching.
You wait to see if he's going to be in the new Avenger Doomsday movie. That's it.
It's up to him, man. He can still play in the movie if he want to.
Yeah, but that means football career over. I'm be real with y'all, man. One guy, and I see it in the chat, and Chris remembers this because I watched him at Wisconsin a little bit, looked at his tape. Vinny Anthony is impressing everybody at camp.
Yes.
He has a great chance of making his team. And if y'all remember me saying that, I think, his special teams ability, he's great in short area quickness, very good hands. All he has to do is work on his route running just a little bit. And he doesn't have breakaway speed, but he's one of those guys that can eat you up between the seams. Remember Terrence Mathis? Terrence Mathis used to kill the seams. He could catch the ball over the middle. He can catch a quick screen and, just take off. But I think Vinny Anthony's versatile style of play can get him a spot on this 53-man roster. I think that.
Yeah, man. Nathan said, give that man the boot. Talking about J.D. Bertrand. Hey, I was just saying, you never know. If he don't play well tonight, he get burnt tonight. He may get that boot. And they just say it, man. So I'll be watching everybody. But I love the Braylon Trice. I love that one too. Excellent choice by multiple people in the chat, because honestly, we really need him to be exactly what he was supposed to be coming out of college. And if he can step up, and if AZ's Ojulari can step up too, we may just be able to hold the fort down until JPJ gets back, because I'm not worried.
Won't have to make no moves. If Braylon Trice can hold his own for at least 8 games until Pearce comes back, Falcons win. They win. Because, like I said, you're getting back a fresh JPJ, and move Trice back into a rotational piece, that's a home run. Bucks Nation Skull Gang, what's up, my guy? He's been supporting me for some years now, and I know he's a Bucks fan. He does Bucks content, but he's been supporting me for a very long time. So shout out to him, man. Everybody, Falcon fans, y'all think Tua throws for at least 25 yards? That's a decent question because he's only going to do one series. So if I had to say, I would say 35. I would be honest and I would say 35 because I feel like he can get at least 2 first downs. 2 15-yard throws, I think he can do.
Oh, man. I hope he proved me wrong because I don't think Tua are going to get over 25 yards. Oh, that's sad. That's bad that I feel like that. Oh, I should not be feeling like that. I'm so sorry. But I really feel like it's probably going to be something stupid like 23 or 24 yards. He said he got a little money on Tua tonight, but Smitty probably right, though. You know, if they can take a little shot, probably like, let's say, Zachariah Branch will get you that 35 yards, I'm pretty sure. So there is a chance of it happening, man. But we'll see. We'll see, man. Because I think they're going to use the run game, too. If Bijan is starting, I think Bijan gets maybe a couple of carries. Maybe Brian Robinson gets a couple of carries. Because you still are evaluating. You may even see we have 6 running backs right now on the depth chart. So you could see a mixture of running plays to try to see who's hitting the hole the best way. Who's pulling with the guard the best way, all that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see, man. It's going to be interesting.
Here's a good one right here, too, that right tackle. He's talking about Roddy Malman. That's my guy out of Wisconsin as well. I can't wait to see what he does because I think he's going to back up Jake on the left side. But, yeah, I can't. 6'7", we saw him at camp. 6'7", about 350, 320. Big dude. And if he can work out, man, he's going to be a great pass protector. He still had to work on his run blocking just a little bit. But, and Mason Smith, I've been hearing them rave reviews about him. And we going to have Daniel Flick on Saturday at 8 o'clock. So we will, get an update as what's going on in camp.
But it may be hold on, wait a minute, wait. It's 8 o'clock right now, but the show may be moved up. We're gonna see exactly what happens.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry about that. Right.
Between Smitty and Daniel, I gotta make sure both of these guys, schedules meet. My goodness, like y'all just be having so much going on. You gotta be more simple like me, man. So, so I can just say yes or no with it,
There you go with that bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you something.
DBG, what's up, my guy? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just telling DBG what's up, man.
All right, so
right there.
Here's something I know normally we see a lot of vanilla, but I would love to see, even if it's not tonight, sometime with one of these preseason games, how many different personnels will we see? Because you got 12 personnel.
Not many, because they don't want to give away too much of their game plan. So
right.
You probably won't see nothing but a lot of I formations and 11 personnel. You won't see 12 or 13. You'll see 11. But you probably won't even see a lot of shotgun.
And it's so crazy. There's so many different personnels we can run. Smitty, you think about it, with the weapons that we have, you got 11, 12 personnel. 13 personnel, 20, 21 personnel, 22 personnel. Even around the goal line, you can run a 14 personnel, which is 4 tight ends, 1 running back down. And that has been used before, by the way. So don't think that's far-fetched. That's definitely been used before. Andy Reid actually calls it the T-Rex. And it's really a play designated for Travis Kelce. And then Bill Belichick also used it against the Steelers years ago when he had Rod Gronkowski.
Aaron Hernandez.
Hernandez. It wasn't even Hernandez yet.
Was it Austin Hooper?
The other guy, Michael. So what was his name? And Scott, and they had Scott Chandler, over there too.
I'm not finna butcher that man's name. You're not finna get me in trouble tonight.
Dang it! I thought I was gonna bait you in there. Oh well, I
tried. One of my followers already done got me on that by messing up folks' names.
Hey, I'm just testing you out, Smitty.
They sent me a pronunciation list, so I wouldn't butcher them folk name no more. you try to heal me up.
I'm just trying to keep you on your toes, brother. That's what I'm supposed to do.
You trying to get me healed up again. Madrid said, I hope Jarrell does show out. Right tackle is my biggest concern. We have 2 injury riddled quarterbacks that have to stay upright. That's absolutely 200% true.
No,
that's why that position is so important to get right. And if you notice, they've been working Jarrell, they've been working the new right tackle, what they drafted in the 7th round. They're trying to get that position right. They're trying to see who's going to start, who's going to be the depth piece. Because Jawan Taylor just getting back, and Wyatt Morris has been in and out. So it's important, very important.
Now I respect that. I just was just randomly thinking about all the weapons we had, and I was just like, bro, we can really run through the season in this offense. If everyone is clicking, bro, it's so many different personnels we can run with these weapons. You know, I know it's only going to be 53 guys and everything, but just think about if a Josh Simon is out there, you got Kyle Pitts out there, Bijan Robinson, Brian Robinson out there as well, and you got your Drake London. It's just like, okay, or even a Zachariah Branch.
Right.
Where's the ball going?
Yeah.
So it's just, I can't wait.
This is my guy right here, man. My day one supporters.
Hey,
267, man. That's my guy. He said, I'm going to say Perkins and Daniels since Diablo is waiting on an extension. What's going on, guys? What's good, my guy? Been supporting me since day one. That's my guy. Ms. Drell said, I think Jarrell is starting at right tackle. Yes, he is right there on the screen. He's going to start. And when we were at practice week before last, he was the starting right tackle. He was the one out there practicing with the first team. So really not a surprise. Let's get over to the defense right quick before we get out of here.
Let's do it.
Let's see. So y'all see the offense right there. Charlie Warner, Pitts, Tua, Olamide, and Jahan Dotson. It will go along with Drake on the other side, Matthews, Bergeron, Nozil, and the usual suspects. So defense is going to be, and if you see this, it's a 5-2 defense, which means it is pretty basic. Cam Thomas, who I mentioned earlier, Mason Smith, Deshaun Hand, Laquel London, who's coming off a career year with 5 sacks, Dorless, 8.5, Divine Diablo. We don't know if he's going to play or not because he's been a little nicked up with that ankle. Christian Harris, AJ Terrell, Bates, Watts, Hughes, and Holmes.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, my biggest thing, man, just come out this thing healthy, like we always try to do anyway. I'm interested to see everybody, including the starters. It's going to be interesting. I actually like the approach of letting the starters play a series or two. You think about it, we haven't done this really since 2021. Arthur Smith, even though Matt Ryan set out, a lot of the starters and everything like that, they was able to get some games in, and then I know dwindling down spot starters. But still, man, I like the approach, and then hopefully we just won't be coming out flat because you think about it, the last 2 seasons we have struggled, last 3 seasons, really, we have struggled, coming out the gate and we just get smacked around. It just seems like, we just can't do it.
Yeah, agreed. Keith said, y'all making me sit talking about these injuries like y'all gonna jinx us. Nah, we can't jinx it, man. Injury is just a part of football. It just happens. I mean, it's something we can't prevent. We just got to pray it doesn't happen. Yeah, Chris Harris has to step up in a huge way. So we can use Perk at the edge in spite of need, and that's what they've been working him out at the edge as well. So that's what I'm saying. He can play all over the field. The only thing that is going to scare me at times, they start running right at him. He just like Gion Jones. He can get, caught in between what's going on, and, you can kind of cancel him out. That's where his size comes into play. So, I mean, it happens. Smaller linebacker get swallowed through blocks. What's the sport talks that we have gotten bigger? Absolutely. DBG right quick, he said, glad to see some starters pray, God willing, may they get through it. Facts. Miss Drill said, if time permits, what's your biggest concern tonight besides injuries? I'm gonna just say it. Drops inconsistent play. People just not, giving their all on the field. And those will be the ones that'll be gone. So a lot of these players, a lot of people don't think about it, but a lot of these players, man, this may be their last game. Or this preseason may be their only shot at making it to the pros. But my biggest concern, besides injury, would be inconsistent play and making boneheaded mistakes, missed tackles, things of that nature. So, yeah. Josh Simon is fine, man. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll play tonight. I actually think he'll play tonight. What's the sports talks? Cameron Thomas is my guy to watch on that line. He definitely can hold his own in the run and the pass. Yeah, he's good. He's probably one of the biggest sleepers we signed this year, and he's a good depth piece at the edge position. So we'll see how that turns out. We can't forget about the special teams. Yeah, special team definitely had to step up this year. So we'll see. I guess Chris went out for a second. It is kind of raining outside, so maybe had technical difficulties, but it is raining where we are. So hopefully he'll jump back in soon. Tay said, biggest concern to me is the offense. It looks bad. I can't take another year of terrible offense. I'm not used to terrible offense from the Falcons. I don't think it'll be terrible, but you got to remember it's the first preseason game. It's going to look bad. If you looked at the game last night between the Titans and the 49ers, that was god awful. It looked like a high school game. But, a lot of turnover in both of those. Well, the Titans got a new coaching staff. So I expect them, to not be on the same page. But the 49ers, my God, they look off. Philip said, long as Coach Brick is here, the defense will make up for a loss of Pearce and Walker. Absolutely agree. 200%. Any more questions before we get out of here?
Boy, my bad, man. Damn storm don't knock my Wi-Fi out, boy. My Wi-Fi box red right now.
I told him. I knew it. I just told him, it was storming over here. And we stay 5 minutes apart. So if it's raining bad where he is and where I'm at, I can hear the thunder now.
Yeah, man. It's pretty bad out there. That storm is kicking.
Tay said not bring up Kirko because he gone, but look real good with Kubiak. Scored on the opening drive. It just goes to show you exactly what's holding everyone back. And the rookie quarterback Mendoza looked pretty good himself. So it's all about coaching. I told you, right?
I got a quick update.
Go ahead.
Got a quick update. James Pearce Jr. will not appeal the suspension, and the 8 games are final.
It wouldn't make no sense to appeal it.
Nah, I mean, not really. I mean, just go ahead and take your lumps, really. Get past it.
106 in Texas. Jesus Christ. Crazy thing, I got a cousin in Texas, so yeah, he always tell me how hard it is. He played for Arizona back in the day and told me, man, it'd be 115, 120 on any given day in Arizona.
That's wild.
Yeah, so yeah.
By the way, Zach Robinson threw what they said. I think they said like 4 or 5 screenplays in a row. By the way,
don't that sound familiar?
That sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Just want to update y'all on that.
That wasn't no surprise. That really wasn't no update. That was a given. Before we get out of here, Ms. Drill, want to know what your biggest concern tonight. I gave them mine while you were off air, but you give yours. Okay. We can roll on through. I got a couple things I got to do before the game start.
My biggest concern is probably right tackle. Really offensive line as a whole. Saying who's going to be running with their first teams, and then like who's going to be the backup guys, because I don't think we really like look at the depth of what we really have, and then sometimes guys just go down. Do you have the quality depth behind them to have somebody that can hold the fort down until they get back, or just can hold it down, period? So, and with that being said, James Brockemeyer, I got my eye on you because if Brockemeyer turns out to be something, Ryan Nuzeel could be the next Terry Fontenot guy out the door.
Yeah, I'm pretty much betting on that one. You save money and you get a young guy at that position that you can have there for the next 3 years before you have to pay him. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. But I think undrafted free agent, they get 2 or 3 years. But they don't get the whole 4, they get 2 or 3 years on their contract. But they can get a raise that 3rd year because of the rookie rules on contracts.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't even think, I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately, but my thing is if Brockemeyer can show that he's capable, I think he'll at least maybe possibly start a conversation on what they want to do at the end of the year with Nuzeel.
Right. Yeah, so I mean we'll see. 8-2, he 8-2 tripping. He said that grass crunching and looking like Tan Dickens in most yards.
Lord have mercy.
Come on, man. Oh man. Another great pop-up show, man. I hope y'all enjoy the game tonight, man, because I mean I'll get to see the first quarter, then I step out and I come back. But I will give a quick recap, probably about 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4 at the most. But you know what to do, man. Tell everybody where to find you.
Hey, man. A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Come over, like, comment, and subscribe. Be a part of the A1 family. Tell all your friends about A1 Forever Sports and Smitty Sports Machine. You know, YouTube is doing some things, man. They're trying to attack really all the content creators. No matter what your niche is, if you're not one of these big channels, you know, hundreds of thousands and all that stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure they're affected a little bit too, but you know, YouTube is trying to crack down on some things and it has nothing to do with us, but we're still affected. So y'all make sure y'all tell a friend and tell a friend. Also, Hawks Digest and Falcons Digest, you can still catch me over there as well. You know, those both pages are growing, so we appreciate each and every last one of y'all over there as well. Twitter A1 Forever, Instagram A1 Forever, the real A1 Forever on TikTok. You know, make sure before the game start, y'all find y'all peace because that positive energy always creates elevation. I'm sending nothing but positive energy toward the Atlanta Falcons, no injuries, and a big win.
Yeah, God sending that injury too, because he lightning and thunder. Right quick. My biggest concern going into the season besides new coaches and concerns, offensive line four of the starters besides it. So the continuity will take time, but needs to speed it up with Bill Callahan. Bill Callahan gonna be the key to that, man. That's why I'm really not worried about the offensive line because I know he's gonna have it up to par no matter who's there. But Miss Dre, I thank you for that super sticker. Truly appreciate it. I think that's for you, Chris. So so appreciate it, Miss Dre. But we're gonna go and get out of here, man, because this weather getting bad and we don't want to get y'all cut off, and I don't want the lightning to shock my computer and tear up my already post.
No, that's right.
So so these computers cost. But we're gonna roll on out of here and get out of here, man. I hope y'all enjoy the game tonight. Might give y'all a recap. If not, we'll see y'all sometime tomorrow with Daniel Flick. Make sure y'all tune in because we're gonna have a good time. We're doing that. But we're gonna holler, man. Peace.
Peace.